Hi, I'm Tyron Pretorius, and I'll be your professor for this Demystify the API crash course, where the overarching goal is to get you comfortable making API requests and to show you how prevalent they are in today's software ecosystem and your day-to-day life. Sure, you can Google the definition of an API, and I'm sure some of you have already done this, but even then you still might not understand them properly or understand how powerful they can be. I want to demystify the API by really explaining what they are and not just giving you a definition of the internet. I want to show you how important they are and how ubiquitous they are in today's software ecosystem, and I want to show you how to make your first API requests. We'll use the free Postman API testing platform to make our first GET requests to a database that we should all be very familiar with, and then we're going to make our first POST requests by sending some SMS messages. Pretty cool, huh? And then finally, we're going to take the training wheels off and transition from making requests in Postman to making requests in a programming language. And trust me, this is a lot easier than it sounds. So now a bit about your professor and why you should even listen to anything I have to say about APIs. I've been the marketing operations manager at Telnex for more than 3 years now, and I've been using APIs to streamline a lot of repetitive processes in my day-to-day. And I really had a baptism of fire, and it was quite difficult for me to learn the API. So by teaching this course to you guys, I'm hoping that you can skip the baptism of fire and get very comfortable with Postman so that you can test out any API with ease. Okay, so now that we know what all the lessons are about, let's take a sneak peek at what a lesson looks like. Let's navigate to the Demystify the API landing page, and then we're either going to register if we haven't done so already, or we're going to log in. So I'm going to log in here because I've already registered. So I'm going to pause the video here for a second while I log in. Okay, I've entered all my details and now I'm ready to log in. So then we're going to go to the Demystify the API lessons section. And then here we're going to click this link to access the first 5 lessons, and I'll talk about the bonus Postman tips and tricks lesson a bit later on. So this is the course landing page, and we've got an introductory video, we've got a course summary, and then we've got some initial lesson resources to help you get started. This is just a link to the Slack community where you can contact myself and other people who have taken the course. And then down below, you'll see the course content. We've got each of the first 5 lessons, and we can see all the quizzes that are a part of each of these 5 lessons. So let's dive in to the very first lesson here. You'll notice that once you click into the lesson, the website navigation disappears, and this is because you are now in focus mode, where the screen layout only shows the lesson content. Each lesson is set up the exact same, where there's a video at the very top, a lesson summary, and then some lessons will also have a resources section containing all the links and documentation you need to assist you with the lesson. I highly encourage you to follow along with any demos I do within the videos, because that's how you'll take maximum learnings from this course and truly get comfortable using APIs. And just to make sure that you're following along with the video lessons and that you're worthy of the coveted Demystify the API crash course certificate, I have a quiz at the end of every lesson just to make sure that you're paying attention. And don't worry, these quizzes are very straightforward once you've watched the videos. And once you complete them, you'll then be able to progress to the next lesson. So I'm going to race through these quiz questions quickly so that we can get on to the next lesson. You guys should all close your eyes because I don't want anyone cheating here. Keep them closed, I'm watching. What do the letters API stand for? Application Programming Interface. What are some examples of API requests? Get, put, and post. And then once we complete this quiz, we're then able to move on to the next lesson. And you'll notice that if you try and access a lesson that is further than the most recent quiz you have completed, you'll get this error message. So you need to go back and complete all previous quizzes in a sequential order. So if we go back to why APIs are important, we'll see that the layout is the exact same as before. So this is how the course is structured, and you'll go through all of these lessons until you have the course complete. and then you're ready for the coveted Demystify the API crash course certificate. Once you complete these first 5 lessons, take a look down below at how you can unlock the Postman Tips and Tricks lesson, because this will then give you access to the final quiz you need to unlock your certificate, which will be personalized with your own name and the date you completed the course. Then you'll be able to take this snazzy certificate and share it on LinkedIn to let everyone know what an API automation legend you are. Because I want the enrollees of the Demystify the API crash course to be able to connect with one another and to help each other out, I created this Slack community and the Demystify the API Slack channel so that people can ask each other questions or share API automation ideas. And of course, this also comes with the exclusive privilege of getting DM access to yours truly. Well, what are you waiting for? Now that you know what the Demystify the API crash course is all about and how it can empower you on your API automation journey, let's get started with lesson number 1.